Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, I'm just going to be giving you guys my weekly analysis for what's coming in the upper week or maybe next 2 weeks, depends, you know what I mean, my speculation on what we are going to be expecting from the market. So let's just see how this is just going to be, you understand me? So let's just dive straight into the video. See you guys at the top, man. One love. So alright guys, so as you can see on your screen, this is a BTCUSD, the 1 daily time frame. So in this video, what I'm just going to be doing is that I'm going to be giving you guys, I've already done the analysis already, so I'll be explaining why I am taking this trade. So those of you that already know me, you already know that, okay, yes, I'm a swing trader, so I don't take trade like that. So since August, I've never really seen any good setup to take, but this is just what I've come up with. So let's just see how this is just going to be for this coming week and the upper week. So my reasons why this is BTC. So my reasons why I'm taking this trade, I have called most of this trade in my Telegram group. So if you're not in my Telegram channel, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, see it. I called it the BTC. Both the ones I called in my normal group and in my VIP channel, I'm going to give a full breakdown of all these trades today. So let's see how this is just going to be. So now this is BTC USD. This is BTC USD. This is the 4 hours time frame. Now, if you look at this structure, BTC is on a downtrend. So what are we supposed to be doing? As a smart video trader, you're supposed to be selling. Yes, as a seller, you're supposed to be selling. You don't have to buy here. So this is my POI. Now there was a break of structure from here. Don't forget the strategy. As a smart video trader, liquidity or inducement has to be swept before you take your entries. Don't forget. So after a break of structure, you will expect to pull back down to your 4 hours of that block before you take your trade. Now, this is one of my best patterns in Forex. I'm seeing this pattern, I trade them with the whole of my life. Because to be in profit at the end of everything. It might still be in loss, it depends, you know what I mean? It's trading. So as you can see, a lot of liquidity. You see what BTC is doing now? BTC is gathering a lot of liquidity. These areas are liquidity areas now because there was a break from here now. So these are not tons liquidity. Here is another liquidity because there was an internal break of structure from this area. There was an internal break from here. Yes, so there was an internal break from here. So all here are liquidity area, liquidity pool area. So I'm expecting price to go all the way up, to do jargons, all the way up, do jargons, I don't know, then tap into this area then before we say again. So this is my POI. Now if you look at this strategy, if you look at this setup safe, this POI, you see that everything is active, everything is correct, all the confluences. Now if you see break of structure is active, your 4 hours order block is active, liquidity is present. Do you get? So it is simple. Now we will not have to wait for inducement. There's no inducement here now. Inducement has not been done here now. So now this is just liquidity, and this is very, very good. Price is still going to come back and strip these liquidity highs and take them and tap into our area before we sell. So this will be the inducement I will be expecting. I don't know, but this is just my speculation. But the main thing is I'm expecting price to get to this area first before we short. So let's just see how this is just going to play out. So that's for BTC. Let's go to and guys, I want to show you something. Some of you will be saying, okay, Sineda, why are you not still, why there was a break of structure, why are you not still using this place as your POI? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I will not use that place as my POI. Some of you will mark it as 4 hours of that block and say, okay, once price gets to this place, you sell from here. It is risky to sell from here. Do you know why? Fibonacci will just tell you. Fibonacci will explain to you. Let me do it for you guys. Now this is the high that causing this retracement. So if you see what happened, you see that this pullback. Let me remove this liquidity. You see that this pullback that you are seeing now, this pullback did not pass this Fibonacci golden zone level. I didn't mean this pullback is up to this area like this. Before this sale happened, that's okay. Yes, no problem. You take care of your next other block. So far this pullback is not more than this Fibonacci golden zone level. This zone is a sharp liquidity for big players to come and sweep. I don't want to say much. So see you guys at the top. Now let's go to next setup. Which other market now? GBPJPY. GBPJPY. I think this market I've already give a full explanation on this price earlier. Let me go to one daily time frame. As if you have been following me, I think if you check my recent videos, you will see where I gave an analysis of this GBPJPY. Just go and check my recent videos. You're going to see it. I think either of the vlogs or my last weekend analysis. Just check, you see. What I'm expecting from this price, my speculation here is if price continues to sell like this, that's to say this demand level here, that you're seeing here, is going to be the liquidity that price is going to sweep. So as price is sweeping this liquidity, this is where we are putting our entry, this demand level. So as price is sweeping this liquidity, it will just tap us in and buy. If price should continue selling from this place like this, this is what we are supposed to be expecting. But anything that makes price to do like this, and that comes up and break this structure, we expect our origin, then our order block will not be valid. Let me mark it for you. Yes, our order block will not be valid because there's a liquidity area here. So liquidity is not present. Liquidity is not present. The break of structure is not present. So it is very, very easy. Now, if we see a move like this, takes out this break of structure, which is this buy side liquidity, here now turns liquidity. So this order block will not be valid because liquidity is already swept before the other block. So the other block will not be valid. But anything that will just make us to see that price just sells like this, as it's coming like this, now price is just selling downwards like this now, we'll take this demand level as our entry, because this low will not be the liquidity that these big players will not sweep. So you have to be smart. You are trading against millions and billions of smart traders that are even smarter than you. So you need to be smart in this game. You need to be sharp. Everybody's looking for money. Just the way you are looking for money in this market, people are also looking for money. So if you are not smart, they will use you as a liquidity to funds their pocket. So we don't rush anything here in Forex. Forex is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You come here, do your setup, understand the way these big players. In fact, if you have been following me, you will know that I'm that kind of trader that I always want to trade like the way these big banks, the way they trade. If you know me very well, you know that okay, that's the kind of trader I am. I love to always want to trade like the way these big players, the big banks, the way they trade. Institutional investors, the way they trade, that's how I love to trade. Because one of the easiest ways to know how these big players, how they trade, is them sweeping liquidity. Because liquidity is, in fact, everything that we are doing in this forex is liquidity. You see all these candles they are seeing, they are all liquidity. So if these big banks, they need to sweep that liquidity for them to be in profit. If they don't sweep it, they will not be in profit. Those manipulations, they need it. If they don't manipulate the market, they will not be in profit. So you need to learn how to understand, how to think like them. In case they are manipulating you, you're not going to fall for their trap. As they are making money, you'll be making money because you are smart just the way they are smart. That is how a smart trader learns how to trade. So liquidity has to be swept before you take any entry. If you are seeing price dropping like this, your entry should be in this demand level, because this low will not be the liquidity that they will not have to sweep. But if price should do like this and takes out this break of structure, here now turns liquidity, you will expect a pullback for price to sweep this liquidity and tap into this forward order block. Then we will not ride our bullish run. That is it. So I don't want to say much. Now let's go for other pairs. This is USDJPY, the same thing. If you look at these lows now, they are liquidity lows. So a lot of break of structure, internal break of structure, so liquidity lows. If you see them, they are all wicks. A lot of liquidity is resting here. So I'm expecting price to take them out and tap into this forward order block, then before we buy. It's very, very easy. There's nothing here for me to explain again. So let me go to gold for now. Okay. For now, gold is making sense. So my bullish confirmation is not confirmed already. So what I'm expecting from gold is a break of structure from here. So I'm expecting gold to come to this area before I will buy again. So let's see how this is going to be. This lows are liquidity. Let's go to 4 hours time frame. Liquidity is already still present. As you can see, internal break of structure are much. Internal break of structure, they are much. So these lows now turns liquidity. This is what we call in forex. This is what we call trendline liquidity. Trendline liquidity. So a lot of liquidity are still resting here because we have some late buyers that bought from this area that wants to keep holding gold, and their stop loss are under of these lows. So I'm going to be expecting price to come and sweep them and tap into this fresh 4 hours of that block before we buy. And don't still forget, look at fair value gap. Fair value gap is still in this place. So forex is just easy. Just know what you need to do and take your trade. You start making money. So that's that for gold. And EURAUD, this is my speculation. As you can see, EURAUD has been an uptrend which is taking out the buy side liquidity. So if you see, there was a break of structure from here. Now price pullback. This one, the Fibonacci, it passed the 50 level. So that's why I allowed this one to this pullback here. Some of you will be expecting price to come to this place. I'm not sure if price is going to come to this place. It's already gone. Meanwhile, it's already passed. It's still past the Fibonacci level. Now, some of you be asking why the price did not break this level and come to this area? Because this area is a strong demand zone. How is it a strong demand zone? Price action, it is easy. Look at it there. Look at the candlestick. You see the way this bullish candlestick cover this bearish candlestick. In fact, the two of them are very strong. So with just price action, you know that okay, yes, this demand level here that you are seeing is a strong demand. Price is not just supposed to just come and break it like that. No, rather it will tap into it and move. Now, if you observe this structure, you see that there was a break from here. So here is now your next 4 hours of that block. Let's go to 4 hours. You see that these big players, they are very, very smart. They will take your money. If you're not smart like them, they will take your money anyhow. So this is our 4 hours of that block. This is our 4 hours of that block. But now let me tell you what price did. This is what I'm always doing recently now that I'm saying. Now you go to your daily time frame. You go to your daily time frame. Now this is your daily order block. This is your daily order block. Now, as your daily order block, as it's big like that, this is your daily order block, this week that you're seeing now. As it's big like this, you are not supposed to, you will not just mark it that, okay, yes, you have to take it as your entry. No, take the middle as your entry. Now, how would you know the middle as your entry? Use your Fibonacci tool. Put it on top of the week, on top of the other block, and take it downwards to the end of the week, and take the middle. Now this is the middle. The middle is this line. The middle, the first. This is the middle. The first yellow line. That is the middle between from here to here and from here to here. So you take the middle and you delete your Fibonacci. So the middle will not be your entry. If you see what happened now, you see now price tapped into it. Sure you see. Updated, I'm sharing in this my YouTube channel. Many of them don't know what God used me to do for this place. If only you know what God is using me to do for you here, you not play with me. Sure you see the middle of this or daily order block, that was where price triggered and moved. Simple. If you see now when price triggered here, you see the way it moved impulsively because it has gathered enough of liquidity. Liquidity has been swept, inducement has been swept. So there's no need again for price to come and take this low. There's no need. It needs to move. So if you don't understand these things, you'll keep on losing money. Now, there was a all-time break of structure from this area. Now there was an internal break. So this is liquidity. So here now turns my POI. If you can see, as you can see this daily line, as you can see this line now, you see what I said? This line now is my daily order block. That my entry is my daily order block. Then if you go down to 4 hours time frame, this is 4 hours entry daily order block. So I'm expecting price to react around this area. I'll be expecting buys from here. So you have to be patient too. If you are trading and you are not patient, it's left for you. Don't forget, as a smart VT trader, liquidity has to be swept. Your break of structure needs to be active. Inducement. Then use your Fibonacci to get the pullback to see if it's correct or if it's active or not. They apply a risk management. You are good to go. This is forest for you. So it's not that really too hard. So let's go down to, let me check which other pairs again. Okay, this is GBP, EURGBP. EURGBP is still bullish. For now, I'm just leaving this price. I'm waiting for price to take this high first. Once price takes this high like this, once price takes here like this, with a good confirm of break of structure, I'll be expecting buys again from this area. So let's just see how this is just going to be. For now, I am indecision on this current price. So this is GBPJPY, all these pairs. I don't trade all these pairs. Then this is EURAUD, EURNZD, sorry. Now EURNZD, let me tell you what I'm expecting. All these analysis, I think I've done them before. So I'm expecting price to just set downwards, not like this. So I'm expecting a move from here like this to go like this, give us a good break of structure and come here like this and tap here around this our area here. Before we'll not be expecting full bullish run. So for now, I just want to trade this buy. Now, why am I trading it? Let me show you why I'm trading it. Let's go down to 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame. Some of you be asking me, okay, why do I want to trade this? But let me tell you why I'm trading. I'm seeing a lot of confluences here, and this is my strategy. First, trading is risk, and I'm not still going against the trend. It's still the trend. So now, for price to start selling from this tiny break of structure from here, this break of structure that is not really break of structure that we are seeing now. This is not a good break of structure now. So now, price just wants to pull back to this area and buy again from here. Now, why am I having that conviction that, okay, yes, price wants to pull back and buy? Now, first of all, you see that, okay, yes, the way sellers are coming into the market, they are very, very weak. They are corrective, which is telling that, okay, yes, sellers are not really into this market right now. They're not in control, so buyers are staying in control. That is why they are corrective. They don't have power again to move. That is why they are doing all of these things. This is jargon. This is what we call fractals of candlestick. And if you can still look at it, you see that it's moving in trend line, which is this one is not trend line liquidity. So which is telling that, okay, yes, price needs to tap into the nearest other block and sweep out this trend line liquidity like this. So me, I want to join the big boys and take out this liquidity. If you observe, this is inducement, and there was a break of structure from an internal small break. This is liquidity again and liquidity again. So I'm expecting price to tap into this 4 hours of that block before we buy. So everything is present. Everything is present to my strategy. Price is not just supposed to come and start just be selling like this and be selling. No, it might happen, but at least my speculation on this thing is more like before that thing will happen is like 30%, and 70% of price getting to this area and buying from here. Or highest price will not just get to this area, but it will just be bullish. At least we'll know that, okay, yes, missed entry is better than stop loss. So let's just see how this is just going to play out. Trading is risk. You know what I mean? So that's that, and that's that for EURNZD. So let me see EURCAD. Okay. For EURCAD, now let's go down to daily time frame. Now this is daily time frame. Now there was a break of structure from here. You are supposed to expect a pullback down to your 4 hours order block then before you trade. Now this is your daily order block. This is your daily order block. The same thing that I showed you before earlier. The same thing that I showed you earlier. Put your Fibonacci, get the middle, and go down to your 4 hours. Go down to your 4 hours time frame. Mark out your 4 hours order block. So from the middle of your daily order block to your 4 hours, expect the bullish run from that area. And as you can see, liquidity is present. Internal break of structure, internal break of structure, internal break. So all these lows are liquidity. So liquidity is already present already. And now we are supposed to expect a pullback down to this area before we buy. But you see this, I want to trade this sell retracement because it's looking very sexy. I want to take this risk. So it's looking very sexy. Some of you will say, okay, you know that you're going to get the trend now. Yes, I want to go get the trend on this price. Anything that wants to happen should happen. Yes, I want to take it. So let's see how this is just going to be. So it is very, very sexy. So now you see there was a break of structure, change of character. So we are supposed to expect the pullback down to your 4 hours order block before we short again. So now there was another break of structure. Liquidity is present. So this is more like my strategy. This is more like the pattern that I love seeing in Forex, that I love to trade. So I'm not just trading this sell just in the name of I just want to trade this sell. No. I'm trading it because I am seeing my pattern. What I'm supposed to do as a trader is for me to execute. So execute. I'm seeing my pattern in daily time frame, 4 hours time frame. And you're not expecting me not to take the trade. So I'm not just, if you observe my structure, you see that it's not just any kind of structure trading setup. No. Liquidity must be present for me to, like, you see that liquidity, big banks, they need to sweep it first before I will take my entry. It has to just be like that. It has to be like that. If you see now everything is present, break, liquidity, I'm expecting price to take this liquidity like this, tap here and drop. So I will take it. I cannot see some opportunity and allow it slide on the name of I'm going to get the trend. So once I take this here, and once this here just profit me now, I'll just leave it. I'll be waiting for this buy because this buy is the bigger catch. And this is where we are going to enjoy more of the move. So let's go then for USDCAD. USDCAD, let's go to the daily time frame. This USDCAD is one of the sweetest setup that I've seen here. As you can see, USDCAD is bullish. It's taking out the buy side liquidity. So now this low now turns liquidity. Break of structure. This is the all-time break of structure. This is the low that caused the break. So this is your daily order block, and your 4 hours order block is inside. So if you observe what happened, you see that this is another break of structure. So price, I'm seeing most traders buying from all this area. You people are buying from here. Some of you are buying from here. Some self are even buying from this place. You people will stop loss. You see why most of the times I'm always telling people to come and be like us, we that are swing traders. You'll be seeing a higher time frame, then you'll not just be falling for all this trap anyhow like this. Now, a lot of reason why this buy is going to be valid. Number one, break of structure is active. Number two, second break of structure is active. Number three, liquidity is active for price to sweep out. And number four, you see that this is a week. Liquidity is resting here. This is weak. This is daily time frame. Don't forget to. So this little demand zone here, it is not going to be valid. This is weak. Liquidity is resting, so price needs to grab it. And number five, you saw the way price action, aggressiveness for the way this candlestick are coming in daily time frame. So this zone is not going to be valid. Number six, your Fibonacci. You see, price did not pass this golden zone level to this area. Had me price reached here or around here, the price bought would have said, okay, yes, it's complete. But see, it is not complete. So here now turns liquidity. I've given you 6 confluence now of telling you that, okay, yes, this buy is going to be, you are seeing 6 confluence. And 7th confluence is now, the liquidity is now closer to your other block, which is saying that, okay, yes, this other block is going to be valid because liquidity needs to be swept before the other block. So this other block is going to be valid. So 7 confluence in one trade. Go and look for my tab somewhere else now. I don't know what God give you now. Don't worry. Don't worry. So that is it, and that is it for our upcoming week or next 2 weeks. Let's just see how this is just going to play. You know what I mean, guys? So see you guys at the top. Trading, don't forget, as a smart 50 trader, don't forget the strategy. After break of structure, another break of structure, expect liquidity sweep, then price to tap into your 4 hours order block or your daily order block. If your daily order block is too big, use the middle of your daily order block and go down to your 4 hours time frame. Mark your 4 hours order block. Around that area, expect buys or expect your sales to happen from there once you observe your structure. You understand me? So you need to be smart. So with all of these strategies that you need to put together as a smart 50 trader, you need to know how to apply your risk management. So if you don't know how to apply your risk management, bro, Even if you are good with your strategy, risk management will take you back. So you need to know how to apply your risk. Even if this setup is very, very sure, I still stick to my risk management. My $50 to always get 150. That is it. So stick to it. The most important thing is just your growth in Forex. Go for the ski, don't go for the money. Is your growth in Forex, how you are being able to discipline yourself that, okay, yes, this is what you're working with, and how you're working, okay, this is how it is. You go with it. You understand me? And you're seeing profit. You are good. The money right now does not really matter. The money matters. I know it matters. Yes, let me know that it matters. But at least don't make that your main focus here like this. Go for the ski. Understand what you're doing. Know what you're doing. The money will follow you. The skill will attract money to you. So without me not just wasting much of our time, guys, see you guys at the top. If you know this video is very, very helpful to you, if you find this video very, very helpful, do it to like, share, comment, and engage. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. See you guys at the top, man. One love. Peace out, man. Cheers.